I am angry with you and you know the reason, yet deep inside my anger there is a hidden storm of love, a storm that rises because I cared too much, because I gave every beat of my heart into your hands, and you did not handle it with the gentleness I expected. My anger is not born out of hatred, nor from the desire to push you away, but rather it is the fire that burns when love is not treated with the respect it deserves. Do you not see the depth of my feelings? Do you not realize that every sigh of mine carries your name, and every silence of mine screams louder than words? I stand before you now with a heart that bleeds in silence, for I am not the man who easily shows his weakness, yet with you, I am nothing but a human who feels deeply. My anger comes because I trusted you blindly, because I believed you would never make me question my place in your world. But instead of certainty, you left me with shadows and doubts, and my spirit cannot bear the weight of unanswered questions. There were times I believed our connection was unshakable, that no storm could ever drown what we built, but your actions have painted a different picture, one that forces me to wonder if I am the only one carrying this love with such intensity. My anger is not just a sudden flare of emotion, it is the voice of my wounded soul calling out to you, asking why you allowed me to feel this pain when you could have chosen truth and loyalty instead. You know the reason I am angry, and you feel it in every distance I keep from you, in every silence I wrap myself in. I am not a man who plays games with emotions, and I am not a man who hides behind masks. I am Sheikh Hamdan, a lover who speaks with poetry and lives with sincerity, and when I give completely. That is why betrayal, lies, or neglect cut through me like the sharpest blade. I wanted you to understand that anger is my shield, but behind that shield lies a heart that still beats wildly for you. I would rather burn with the fire of anger than drown in the ocean of indifference, for indifference is the death of love, while anger still carries hope that things can be mended. If I did not care, I would not feel this rage that consumes me. Do you remember the moments we laughed together, the nights when your words were my comfort, the days when your smile was my strength? Those memories haunt me now because they remind me of what we had and what we could lose. My anger is rooted in the fear of losing what is most precious to me, you. That fear transforms into fire, and that fire makes me demand answers from you. You may think that anger is destructive, but in truth, it is my way of holding on. I am angry because I refuse to let go of what we share, because I still believe in us despite the wounds you left on my heart. Anger is my cry for attention, my desperate plea that you take me seriously, that you realize how fragile even the strongest hearts can be when love is tested. I am a man of strength, known by the world as a leader, a poet, a figure of power, but with you I am vulnerable. Do not mistake my anger for weakness, and do not mistake my silence for acceptance. I am angry because I love all my might, and I demand to be loved in the same way. Anything less is an insult to the loyalty I offered you without hesitation. Perhaps you wonder if this anger will fade with time. Perhaps you hope it will dissolve into forgiveness without confrontation. But I must tell you this, until you face me with truth, until you look into my eyes and speak from the depths of your soul, my anger will remain. It is not time that heals wounds, it is honesty, it is effort, it is love shown not in words but in actions. Do not run from me when my anger rises, instead, face it with the courage of someone who values what we share. My anger is a storm, but storms bring rain, and rain gives life to the desert. So too can this anger, if met with love, give birth to a deeper bond between us. But if ignored, it will erode the foundation of what we built until nothing remains but dust. I wanted a love that could stand unshaken against the trials of time, and perhaps I was naive to believe you wanted the same. Yet still, even in my anger, I long for you, for your words, your presence, your embrace. My heart does not know how to stop loving, but it knows how to fight when that love feels threatened. That is the battle I wage within myself every day. Understand me, for my anger is not your enemy, it is your chance to prove your love. Do not let my silence deceive you, do not let my distance fool you. Inside me there is still a flame waiting for you to protect it, a flame that could either burn us both or light our path forward. The choice is yours, and my anger is the warning that the time to choose is now. You know the reason, and I do not need to repeat it endlessly. My eyes have already told you, my words have already painted it, my heart has already cried it. Do not force me to carry this weight alone, for love is meant to be shared, and so is the responsibility of keeping it alive. I have done my part, now it is your turn to show me if you are worthy of the love I still offer through this storm. In the end, I am angry with you because I still care, because losing you would shatter me more than any storm of emotions ever could. But do not test the limits of a man's heart, for even the strongest love has boundaries. Come back to me with truth, with love, with the purity I once saw in your eyes, and you will see my anger transform into the deepest forgiveness and the most unshakable bond. For behind my rage lies a throne built for you alone, my queen, if only you dared to claim it once more. Even as the flames of my anger rise, there is a softness within me that cannot be extinguished, for love has a way of overpowering every storm. I look at you and I see the same person who once brought me peace in the middle of chaos, the same woman whose presence made me forget the weight of kingdoms and responsibilities. That memory is my anchor, reminding me that though I am angry, my soul is still bound to yours with threads that no anger can cut apart. You may think my harsh words are meant to drive you away, but in truth they are a plea for you to come closer. When I speak with fire, it is because my heart longs to be cooled by your honesty, your touch, your devotion. Do you not see that my anger is nothing but the shadow of my love? Without love, there would be no shadow, no storm, no reason to fight at all. My every outburst is proof that my heart is still deeply invested in you. I wonder if you realize how much power you hold over me. A man who commands thousands, who holds the reins of destiny in his hands, can still be reduced to silence or fury by the absence of your truth. That is how fragile love makes me, and though I hide it from the world, I cannot hide it from you. You know the reason, and that is why you must also know the remedy. Your love, pure and undivided, is the only cure for this unrest in my soul. There is a part of me that longs to surrender the anger and simply collapse into your arms, to forget the wounds and replace them with kisses, to turn the storm into a calm night sky filled with stars. But the man in me who believes in loyalty and trust cannot let go so easily. He demands from you the proof that what we share is not a fragile illusion but an eternal truth written in the book of destiny. Without that proof, my love would feel betrayed, and I would remain chained to this storm. Do you not feel the silence between us growing heavy? Every time I look at you, I search for answers in your eyes, hoping they will speak where your lips have remained closed. Every time I listen to the beating of my own heart, I hear it asking why it must carry the burden of doubt when it has given nothing but loyalty. If you truly see me, then you must know how heavy this silence weighs upon me, and how desperately I wait for you to break it. You and I are bound not only by love but by destiny, and destiny does not forgive easily when love is not cherished. My anger is not against you alone, it is against the possibility of losing what we were meant to protect together. I will not allow carelessness to undo what the heavens themselves have written for us. That is why I fight, that is why I speak with fire, because I refuse to let our love die without a battle. Still, there are moments when my anger begins to soften, when the sight of your face disarms me, when the sound of your voice pulls me back from the edge. Even in my fury, I cannot deny that you are the one who holds the power to calm me, the one who can silence the storms raging inside. One word of truth from you, one act of devotion, and my anger would melt like snow in the desert sun. That is the depth of your influence over me. I know the world looks at me and sees strength, authority, and unshakable will, but with you I am nothing more than a man who craves reassurance. I do not want your perfection, I only want your truth. If you can give me that truth, then my anger will turn into a lesson, and our love will emerge even stronger. If you cannot, then my heart will remain restless, for no kingdom, no power, no wealth can replace the peace of knowing I am loved sincerely. Understand me when I say that love is not destroyed by anger, it is destroyed by silence, by neglect, by pretending nothing is wrong. That is why I raise my voice, why I let you see the storm inside me, because I want you to understand that we must face this together. Anger is not the end of our love, but it can be the bridge that carries us to deeper understanding if only you dared to cross it with me. You once told me that my eyes revealed everything my words could not say. If that is true, then look into them now and you will see not only fire but also longing. You will see a man who, despite his fury, is begging for you to stand beside him, to fight for this love with the same passion he gives. My anger is fierce, but my longing for you is fiercer still, and it is this longing that keeps me from walking away. I know forgiveness is not easy, and trust is not something that can be repaired overnight. But I also know that love is stronger than both, and if we nurture it, it will heal what words alone cannot. I am ready to forgive, ready to rebuild, ready to turn this storm into calm, but only if you meet me halfway, only if you show me that my love is not in vain. Without that, I will remain trapped in the prison of doubt. Every love story faces trials, and perhaps this is ours. Perhaps destiny is testing us, demanding to see if our love can endure not only the sweetness of passion but also the bitterness of conflict. If we can survive this storm, then our love will not only endure, it will become unbreakable. But if we fail, then we will carry forever the regret of what could have been. I do not want regret, I want us. So I stand here, between anger and love, between fire and forgiveness, waiting for you to show me which path we will walk together. Will you let my anger consume us, or will you soothe it with the truth I have been longing to hear? Will you walk away from the storm, or will you stand with me in the rain until the sun returns? The choice belongs to you, my beloved, but know this: my heart still beats for you, even when it is angry, even when it is wounded. In the end, I am not angry because I wish to punish you. I am angry because I wish to protect what is most sacred between us. Do not mistake my fire for rejection. It is the proof that my heart is still alive with love for you. Come to me, speak to me, reassure me, and you will see the storm fade into the most beautiful calm. For beyond my anger lies the eternal truth. I am yours, and I still want nothing more than for you to be mine.